Hello, everybody. We are back today with a very special edition of the Get a Lady because I have here with me Madison. Madison is my 8-year-old daughter. She's actually in second grade right now. We are going to be doing a SLEDD lesson. SLEDD is initially designed to be for grades 3 and up, but we're going to see how Madison handles it today because I think a lot of these elements can be used with second grade, even first grade. And I'll be doing a SLEDD lesson later with some of my older children to kind of demonstrate what it might look like differently, but the same framework it works for everybody. Okay. All right. So first of all, real quick, since it's our first kid YouTube lesson we've ever done on SLEDD, first of all, we're in Madison's room. Hence, Madison tends to like stuffed animals, if you can't tell. So we have
I have a big pile over there, a big pile up here, and then I just had some over here in my bed, which has to do.
So we're also teaching the animals today. So these are going to be very smart animals by the end of this lesson. So first of all, what is SLEDD? Well, SLEDD is an acronym used not to create narrative writing, but something used to make creative writing even better. Okay? All right. So this is when you already have an idea, you already know what you're going to write about, but you want a way to make it better. So SLEDD is how we do that. All right. So what is SLEDD and what does it stand for? The S and L in SLEDD stands for sensory language. Now that sounds like a really big word, especially maybe to a second grader, but Madison, do you know what that really means? Can you think of, if I were to underline this, can you read just that part of the word?
Sense.
Ooh. Do you have any senses? Have you ever heard of the 5 senses?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Can you name one of the 5 senses?
See.
Okay. Did you know more than that?
Smell. Taste.
Oh, you're looking at something I wrote down. Can you tell me what they are? See, smell.
Taste. Touch. / feel.
Because those are the same. Yeah.
And hear.
And hear. So I tell kids a super easy way to do that is just to use your face. What can I see, smell, taste, touch, and hear? Can you do it, Madison? What can I see, smell, taste, touch, and hear? Can you do it by yourself?
See, smell, taste, touch, and hear.
Woo! See how easy that is? So practice that because that alone will transform your writing, and you'll see how in a minute. But this idea of sensory language, see, smell, taste, touch, and hear, feel and hear. Okay. All right, so what does the E stand for? Well, when we revise, this is used to revise writing. When we revise writing, we want the events in our writing to stay the same. We don't want to change the whole storyline. So E stands for events. Okay, events stay the same. And this is more applicable when you're talking about like the milestones test in 3rd grade and up. But if it gives you a story and it says, Johnny went to the market to get milk, but they didn't have any milk, so he came home empty-handed. And the assignment was, tell this story in more detail and add sensory language. Well, you can't change the character from Johnny to Madison and decide that all of a sudden, instead of going to the store for milk, he went to the store for bubble gum. You have to follow the same events in the story, but you can add details, good, Madison, to make it better. So the events stay the same, but you add details to make it better. Now, details are, of course, all different kinds of things that can happen in your story, but we have a very special focus on 3 things: adjectives, adverbs, and strong verbs. And I have my kids chant that. I say adjectives, adverbs, and strong verbs. What?
Adjectives,
Adverbs,
and strong verbs.
what? Adjectives, adverbs, and strong verbs. What? Adjectives, adverbs, and strong verbs. It takes a minute. It's okay if they don't know adjectives, adverbs, and strong verbs quite yet, especially in 2nd grade. We're going to learn that as we go along. I'm going to teach her as we go what adjectives, adverbs, and strong verbs are. The details we pay special attention to. What are they at, Madison?
Adjectives, adverbs, and
strong verbs. Good. Real quick, and just in case you just need a refresher, adjectives add to nouns. They describe nouns. So Madison is a pretty girl. Pretty is an adjective, girl is the noun. Okay, adjectives add to nouns. Adverbs add to verbs. Adjectives add to verbs. They tell how or in what way a verb happens. So Madison runs quickly. Quickly is the adverb describing how Madison runs.
She's saying all things that are true.
Well, they are. Okay, and strong verbs, you know what a verb is? A verb is an action word, right? Run, sit, talk, jump, walk. Strong verbs means instead of using the word Madison ran, I might say Madison sprinted, Madison galloped. Something really, 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 really cool.
Not
okay?
fast, but speedily.
Speedily. That would be a way that you could describe how you ran. I love it. Okay, we're gonna get to more to that later. And again, this is one of those ideas. How I'm saying how this progresses all the way through high school. This is something that gets much more complicated, of course, the older you get. So at Madison's age, we're gonna start out pretty simple. The last D down here stands for dialogue. Do you have any idea what that means, Madison?
Yes. Dialogue is I don't know if this is monologue or dialogue. Like might be monologue, but like it's a specific one person, one special moment, one place.
So a monologue, you're right. You're talking about a monologue.
Monologue.
You and I right now are having dialogue. What is this?
Dialogue. Two people. Well, everything, it's the same as monologues, like with two, kind of.
Yes, it's just two people talking. Dialogue is just two people talking. So
in one place, at one time.
In one place at one time. Good. So if I say, Madison, what do you want to have for lunch today? And you say, I want to have Brussels sprouts, please.
Yeah!
See, yeah, I bet she wouldn't like that.
I would say I want a quesadilla.
Okay, so that's dialogue. We just had dialogue. So this is SLEDD, okay? So now, today, we are going to focus on one element of SLEDD. We're going to focus on this sensory language. So I have asked Madison if she would please pick something. We've done a lot of really fun things together during this quarantine time. I don't want this erased, okay? We've done a lot of really fun things together. And I told her to pick one that she wanted to write about today. And actually, you can erase SLEDD. We need more room. Madison, which event did you pick?
I choose going on this Pacific hike that we went on yesterday.
Okay, she chose going on a hike. So I'm going to ask her some questions about the hike that's going to help her set up her story. So first of all, Madison, I want you to tell me what, and this is exactly what I would want you to do at home. This is what I tell my students to do. As soon as you get an idea, before you do anything else, you write down see, smell, taste, touch, and feel. The reason I write it like that is because sometimes one or the other makes more sense. And hear. Okay, now, Madison, tell me some things that you saw on this hike.
I saw a lot of trees and a lot of colorful leaves.
She saw trees. She saw colorful leaves. Okay, what else?
I also saw a pathway.
Okay. What else?
A road.
What else?
I saw a broke down old time castle.
Ooh. Broken down
old time castle.
Old time castle. Okay.
And I saw water, rocks, a waterfall.
Water, rocks,
water,
and waterfall. Okay, good. So these are the things that she saw. What did you smell when you were on this adventure?
I smelled, let's see. Well, I could smell some really gross things. Like people were walking their dogs and I could smell the dog poop.
Oh, I'm going to write that down. All right, she could smell the dog poo. Okay, what else?
I could smell the water.
Ooh, okay. Okay. What did you taste? Did you taste anything?
I tasted. It was weird because I actually tasted air.
Yeah, okay.
Like there's taste.
Yours kind of. Anything else?
I water got my mouth.
Water got in your mouth. What did that taste like?
Tasted like salt water.
Oh. Okay, what did you feel or touch while you were there?
I touched rocks, the old time castle, water, sand, and you can put sand on sea.
Okay, anything else you touched?
Yes, I touched air, salt, water, rocks. Oh, old time castles.
Okay, that's good. Did you hear? What did you hear while you were there?
I can hear just waves crashing into the rocks and falling down a waterfall. I can hear people stepping on the ground.
Hold on a second. Waves crashing into rocks.
Mommy,
Waterfall.
I
Nope.
finished 3 books.
I'm sorry, everyone. My daughter just walked in. All right? I'm glad you finished your books. Go back out. We're recording. Love you.
Yeah.
All right. Waves crashing into rocks. Waterfall. Waterfall what? What did you say about the waterfall?
I could hear the waterfall just crashing down.
Waterfall crashing. Okay. Okay. And then what else could you hear? You said people stepping? What did you say about people?
Yeah, people stepping and cracking sticks and leaves.
People stepping and cracking
Sticks and leaves.
sticks and leaves. Okay, so what I want to point out to you right now is think about the detail that Madison automatically has in her answer about her hike. I mean, whoa. Was this hard, Madison?
No.
No, it's not hard. It's actually kind of fun. It's almost like a puzzle piece. It's almost like, ooh, okay, what do I see? What do I smell? What do I taste? What do I touch? What do I hear? And then you put all these pieces.
Especially for smell and
Oh yeah, this is more of a puzzle, right? And guess what? That's a good point, Madison. You may have a story where you just can't think of anything that goes there, and that's okay. You don't have to think of something for every single one of these. Now, Madison's choice on going on a hike was really easy to come up with things that she could see and touch because she's out in nature. But if she were talking about going to a movie in a movie theater, she'd have a lot to say about what she could see. She'd have a lot more to say about what she could taste because she probably would have some popcorn, candy, maybe her mom would even let her have a soda. That would be taste, and this would be full. But at the movie theater, she probably wouldn't touch that much stuff, right? So all this varies depending upon your setting. Do you remember what setting is, Madison?
yeah.
What is it?
Setting is there you are.
Yeah, that's where you are.
The place.
That's where the
Like right now, we're on my bed in my room.
Yep, perfect. So depending on your settings, SLEDD changes, and for specifically this sensory language changes. So Madison's original story. So let's think of a way to start our story, okay? We need to start our story by establishing our setting and our characters. So you already said your setting was that you were on a hike. Do you remember where we were? Do you want me to I don't even know if I told you. We were at Soap Creek. So I'm going to write that down. What color should I use, Madison?
Red, since it's one of my favorite colors.
Okay, so we were on a hike at Soap Creek. So for you Atlantans, if you haven't been there, you should go. It's pretty awesome. Okay, we were at Soap Creek. So you could start out by establishing your setting of where you were. And Madison, who was there?
You, my mom. So you / my mom, Dad, Brendan, Hadley, Charlotte, and me.
Okay, that's our family. I know it sounds like a lot of people, but we are a lot of people. That's our immediate family. So she was on this hike with her parents and her siblings. Okay,
Three siblings.
Yes. So Madison, what's one way you could start out? So, and was it a warm day or a cold day or a warm? So one warm day, I was on a hike at Soap Creek with my mom, dad, two brothers, and my
little sister.
Perfect. Boom. Done. We have set the stage with our setting and our characters. Got it?
And you guys have already met our little sister.
Yeah,
my little sister
came in. She was coming in to say she read 3 books, so it was a good thing. So, but she's not supposed to interrupt us. But anyway, Madison, you just established your setting and your characters. Was that hard?
No.
No, Not hard.
Settings, characters, that's like the number one easiest thing.
Okay, so now that we've done that, we can jump right into this. So in other words, we start thinking about how we want to use this information. So Madison, you might say, as I was walking along the pathway, I saw lots of trees and colorful leaves. I could smell dog poo from the people who were walking their dogs, but I could also smell that we were getting close to water. As we got through the water, I could see a waterfall, rocks, and sand. I could taste the air and feel the water on my toes. I walked through the sand and I played on the rocks. There was even an old-time castle where I could climb and play. I could hear people stepping and cracking sticks and leaves. I could hear the waves crashing into the rocks, and I heard the waterfall crashing down. It was such a lovely day on a hike.
Mom, something that you could add.
Yes.
Is that when we were walking really close to the old-time castle,
we saw the road. You're right.
Right next to the road.
That was weird, right? That was totally weird. We were on this hike in the middle of the woods, and all of a sudden we could see the road, and we were like right next to the road. So good. So Madison, how did you like that story I just told?
A lot. You helped me, and now I'm just gonna copy everything you said.
But did I say it or did you say it? I put it together, right?
Yeah.
So here's what Madison's assignment is going to be, and this is what your assignment is going to be. I want you to think of something you've done this week while you have been quarantined. And then I want you to write down what you could see, smell, taste, touch, and hear while you were doing that activity. It might be playing a basketball game with your sibling. It might be watching a movie, building a castle with Legos, whatever it was you did. I wanted you to make this list. What did you see, smell, taste, touch, and hear while you were doing it? Then, after you've made this list, your challenge is to write the story. So you're going to write it, your sentence about your setting, your sentence about your characters, and then you're going to turn this into as many sentences as you can about your story. Because the next video we do, we're going to move on to the E and the first D. We're going to talk about how to take your story, which was details. Remember, adjectives, adverbs, and strong verbs. So our next video, we'll talk about taking the story and then applying the details to it. Okay? All right, so everyone understand your assignment? You're to pick something that you've done this week, and you're supposed to make a list. See, smell, taste, touch, and hear. And then you're supposed to turn this into a story, and then I'm going to tell you what to do next. Until next time, this is the Get It Lady and her beautiful daughter, Madison, signing off.
Bye.